up, guys, and welcome back to another Coffee with Coach. Today's topic is rest and recovery, and we're going to finish up with what the heck is a deload. So, rest and recovery. When we work out, when we exercise, we tend to accumulate fatigue. So what that means is when you get done with a workout, you're really tired. And before you can do another workout, you have to get rid of some of that fatigue. So you do that by either resting, or there are different recovery methods that can help reduce some of that fatigue for maybe a second workout that day. So when we're talking about rest and recovery, we're talking about fatigue management. Your top two rest and recovery methods, if I had a drum roll, I'd give it sleep and nutrition. All right, there's a lot of people that look for like magic recovery methods. Really, the 99% of your recovery happens in bed and with what you're eating. So the food that we eat is what gives us the building blocks to build new muscle mass and produce more hormones that our body uses to recover. That hormone production and recovery or rebuilding of muscle mass happens while you sleep. If you don't sleep, it doesn't occur. If you don't eat the right things, you don't have what you need to rebuild. So those two things you can't really get away with not doing and still make gains like you want to in the gym. Whatever those gains are, it doesn't change whether you're a long distance runner, a CrossFitter, a power lifter, it doesn't matter. You have to sleep and you have to eat well. So some honorable mentions, so some short-term recovery things that can be helpful in the process of recovery. Probably your number one is going to be active recovery. So if you train at Full Steam CrossFit, you'll notice that after most workouts, we get you guys to walk or still continue to move for a little bit before we have you start stretching or foam rolling or whatever the thing might be for that day. And that's because that movement helps us pump out some bad stuff that tends to accumulate while we train really hard. Basically, as your body uses stuff for energy, there's byproducts that get stored in the muscle that, by continuing to move, get pumped out. There could be a whole nother video on that. So some other things outside of active recovery is to actually get some stress-free relaxation time when you get home in the evenings. So if you have a pretty tough job and you have a family at home and it kind of seems like it's never-ending stress, that can seem really hard to do, but I encourage you to find some time daily, whether that's with just some short little meditation practice, curling up at night and reading a book. That's my thing. I end every day reading before I fall asleep. Maybe that's a glass of wine and a hot bath. Who knows? To each their own, but that stress-free relaxation time actually does improve our recovery, even if you have to make it artificially short. There's some supplementation that can be helpful, especially if you have a hard time absorbing certain nutrients. There are some people who do not absorb enough of certain kinds of nutrients from regular foods or from a normal diet. So aside from just increasing that food source that could give you that naturally, there are supplements that can give you larger doses that are more absorbable. So that's going to be different for everybody. Then you have some light stretching and foam rolling. That stuff's all really good to improve recovery. I would not necessarily recommend an hour-long yoga session after a workout. That's actually probably going to add more stress and more fatigue. Maybe make it your own day for that. Maybe that's your light day. And massage is always very helpful, especially with someone that knows what they're doing. It can be a very effective way to recover better. So again, what's happening during that recovery period or that rest period is we're managing the fatigue that we have been accumulating in our training or our workouts, and allowing for our bodies to actually recover and improve. So if that downtime does not happen, that rest and recovery period doesn't happen, we don't make gains. In fact, you're probably setting yourself up to get hurt because you're not managing that fatigue, which means it's just going to accumulate and accumulate and accumulate until something can't hang in anymore, and now you've got a problem. Now, what the heck is a deload? So if you train at Full Steam, we use that term about once a month, and really what that is an intentional training period where we're backing off either total reps in certain exercises or we're reducing load that we're using. And this is done intentionally to, on a broader scale, give our body some time to manage fatigue and adapt. Typically that's going to be done before we maybe try to peak something, so we're trying to go into like a PR week of stuff, or before we're getting ready to go into another phase of training where there might be more reps that we have to adapt from, or more load that we have to adapt to. But it's done intentionally. And so if you get into a deload week, or maybe a deload period, sometimes they're longer or shorter than a week, and you think, man, this is really light, I'm just gonna do extra reps, or this is so light, I'm gonna add weight. Don't screw up your deload, because that's a great opportunity for you to actually improve by doing less. And inversely, if you try to do more during that time period, you can actually screw yourself over from making the progress that you wanna make. Yeah, cool. So that's that. So the deload is. So a couple events coming up. Memorial Day Murph, Monday, May 27th, starts at 9 a.m. I encourage you guys to be here a little early. Wired Coffee is going to be bringing coffee out for everyone. Fit Plus Foods is going to be bringing out some stuff for lunch. And so will hopefully everyone that shows up. So we'll have a bunch of stuff to eat for the barbecue afterwards. It's going to be a great workout. We're going to have a great speech at the front end given by our friends over at the Armed Forces Recruiting Center. And that should get us all into the Memorial Day spirit, or where our mindset should be going into that workout. And finally, Full Steam CrossFit t-shirts, new ones, will be in at the end of the week. Talk to you guys soon.